one thing that's gone well, in my estimation, is a series of youth radio camps that I had the great chance to create and involve my community in.
How did it go?
How to go. So, well, I think it went well.
And how did you create it?
And it was fun. I created it by doing a number of things. I researched other youth radio camps that have taken place in North America. One of them at PRX Radio Exchange in Massachusetts. I interviewed this woman who has done some amazing youth radio in schools and at community radio stations. So I interviewed her. I interviewed a guy in Washington who was doing youth radio camps at the university there. And then I was in email contact with people at McGill who were doing youth radio programming. So I got all their ideas together for a curriculum, for week-long youth radio camps, and then created my own, which I thought would suit the needs of the radio station I was working at, and also suit the needs of rural, small-town Nelson kids.
And how transferable is this?
How transferable to what?
You did it for Nelson. Could you do it like for...
I could do it anywhere, I think.
Yeah. And so what do people say about it?
Well, everyone who I've spoken with loved it. The youth loved the chance to be involved in their communities because it was all community-based. Most of their training, a lot of their training was interview training. So we went onto the main sprawl, Baker Street, and they just did vox pop interviews, which is on the spot interviewing with people. And they interviewed some musicians that they really liked who were local musicians. They went to youth centers and interviewed other youth about things that interested them. So that what they got to do was pursue subjects that really made them passionate and integrate that into media. And they also created programming that other youth would want to hear. That was missing because there's very few youth programmers out there. And then the station loved it because it brought them a lot of publicity. And then the community loved seeing young people with microphones taking charge and getting the story out.
So what would you like to do with this?
Well, I don't know what kinds of opportunities there are, but if the opportunity ever arose, I would love to do more youth radio camps in Victoria or elsewhere.
How long does it take?
To do what?
How long would a camp last?
A typical camp would last 1 week for beginners, but I could see returning youth radio campers do about 2 weeks for a camp.